One of being a girl, and I have already cried 3 times. I wrote a scathing email that I did not send. I ordered dresses online that I couldn't afford. And then when someone asked me how I was, I said, I'm fine, when I wasn't fine. So, how'd I do, ladies? Good? Day 3 of being a girl, and I've already become a bimbo.
The bimbos are bimboing.
It's 100%.
We shop. It's been an amazing day as a bimbo. I think it's a good fit for me. What do you think, ladies?
Oh. Did you see that? I gotta get out of here. Did you see that?
So, Dylan is probably one of the most famous trans women right now. Like, they're having their moment. I almost said he. Yeah, don't want to mispronounce and want to get kicked off of YouTube. Dylan has been having their moment, been invited to the White House, I believe, being named Woman of the Year, was on a podcast talking about girlhood, and had just been making hand over fist coin off of portraying a female. It's kind of weird. Biological man making more money playing a woman than a biological woman playing themselves. Just saying. Now, a lot of different people have different theories on Dylan. Some people feel like Dylan is this huge troll, and maybe they didn't realize how viral this would go, and they were just trolling at first, but now they kind of just have to go with it because this is how they pay their bills. Other people feel like Dylan is an actor. This is a performance, and Dylan is an actor. Like, that was Dylan's career. That was their goal, their passion. That was their pursuit, was to be an actor. So Dylan is a performer. Does not mean Dylan isn't truly trans, but Dylan has the acting bug, the acting talent, I guess. And then other people do believe that Dylan is truly trans. Now, one of the reasons why people feel like Dylan is trolling or just acting is because of the way he portrays femininity. It is kind of funny to me how a lot of people in this sort of rainbow community, especially so the LGBTQ plus activist types on TikTok, believes this idea that gender is only a social construct, and it's just sort of been brainwashed and indoctrinated into us, and therefore gender social norms and stereotypes can be dismantled, and that they can be dismantled, but they should be dismantled. However, it seems like a lot of times when people identify themselves as trans, they not only embrace the gender social norms, but it's like they heightened it up to this sort of hyper stereotype of gender, especially women or females. It's like they become a caricature of what they feel like women and females are. So it feels a little bit hypocritical to say like gender is just a social construct and we need to dismantle it, but play heavily into it more than actual biological men and women. It doesn't really make sense, but a lot of progressive ideology doesn't make sense. I do think confusion is sort of a part of the game, to just sort of start confusion, because it just destabilizes society and systems and stuff like that. A lot of the stuff they say is really hypocritical, like, don't manspread, but if you are obese, it's okay if you take up more space than necessary and invade other people's bodies with your body. Do not mansplain unless you identify yourself as a woman, and you can mansplain all day, every day. It's like there is no really consistency in their perspective, values, or principles, or I don't know if you can call them principled. So anyway, that's a lot of reasons why people feel like Dylan is trolling. However, I've seen a lot of trans women and even drag queens. This is sort of how they portray femininity a lot of the times. Not every trans person, but especially really famous ones right now in the spotlight, or drag queens. They very like hyper exaggerate femininity, or girlhood or womanhood. I don't think just because they're doing that actually means they're trolling, but they can still be trolling. Dylan can still be a big fucking troll right now. I do find it condescending to, I guess, have two biological men mansplain what girlhood is, and mansplain in this newest viral video that Dylan, I guess, is getting a lot of backlash for, because I guess Tampax gave Dylan and some other trans women tampons to hand out to other women, and women felt really offended by this because people feel like they're getting a big payday. Now, Dylan said he's not being paid. I don't believe that, because there was another trans woman or non-binary person who came out and I believe said they got like $100,000 for promoting tampons or Tampax. But anyway, Dylan did say they're not getting paid, but a lot of women, biological women, were upset about this, and Dylan kind of came out and basically played victim. Of course, did not care about biological women's point of view or their feelings, even though this is supposed to be the community of feelings, their lived experience, so their voice of the matter. It was kind of like, I'm the victim, feel sorry for me, you're just transphobic, and kind of had a bit of a threat at the end.
Please don't call the police on me if we bump into each other in the bathroom. My only agenda is to try to find the will to wake up every day and find some ounce of happiness. And believe it or not, somehow I love ya. And P.S., I am also very nervous for you, just because hopefully soon transphobia won't be as tolerated online, but your tweets are forever and I don't want those to come back and haunt you. Okay? Bye.
Am I supposed to not notice that you just threatened me? You might want to put some more concealer on. Your agenda is showing.
Anyway, it was mansplaining and misogyny at the best, which again, it's counterproductive to their whole message. Don't be misogynist unless you identify yourself as a woman. You can be misogynist all day, every day, then it's totally fine. You get a check mark. I don't think biological women were only upset at the tampons thing. I think it's just accumulation of things, of feeling like women's spaces, women's voices, womanhood, girlhood is being literally erased by biological men. If I was Dylan and this was a troll and this was an act, I'm not saying it isn't. I'm not saying it is, but if it is, I would literally be laughing all the way to the bank. Like, get your coin, Dylan. I'm not that mad at him, because I feel like not enough people speak up about this. I feel like biological women have paved the way for this to happen, because when it started first happening and women start speaking up, you were called a TERF, you were called a homophobe, a transphobe, you were called a QAnon Trump supporter, whatever, right-winger, Republican. And I think because so many women were silenced, or so hell-bent of looking or feeling or sounding like a good person, that we've paved the way for this. And when I say we, I mean you, because I've always spoken out against this, but saying we sounds better and sounds less judgmental, but we paved the way for this to happen. So I'm not even that mad at Dylan for getting his coin. But anywho, that's about it. That's the end of the story. It took me a while to talk about the whole Dylan thing because, the 2 strikes and all. But yeah, I'm not that mad at Dylan. But it is sad that I feel like a lot of girls, especially in the younger generation, are really going to feel like they don't have a voice to speak up about stuff like this. I've talked about it before. If the trans community wants respect from biological men and women, you kind of have to respect us too. I respect trans people enough, especially the ones who struggle with gender dysphoria, to say I have no idea what it feels like to be trans. I have no idea what it feels like to go through that struggle and that suffer and have to explain yourself to people and stuff like that. We just only ask for respect back to say you don't know what girlhood is, right? And maybe people like Dylan are over-exaggerating femininity and girlhood because they are new to it and are trying to figure it out. Again, I'm not saying Dylan is trolling, faking it, or if there are actually trans. And even if they get the surgery, you would be surprised how far people go to be famous and to get attention. Like that British guy he went Korean and then turned into a Korean woman, and now they're like a Republican. And a lot of people feels like this person just wants attention. People will go really far for attention. However, we just ask for respect. Like, you don't know what girlhood is, you don't know what it actually feels to be a biological woman. Just respect that. And again, there's nothing wrong with being trans. Just embrace being trans and love all of who you are instead of pretending you're something that you're not. Dylan did at least point out that they don't have a uterus and they can't have periods, because there's a lot of people in the trans activist movement that claim that biological men can have periods and breastfeed. And so I guess the next thing would be give birth. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of the whole story in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that button to get notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. To support the channel even further, you can donate. My PayPal me link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. Of course, it helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, and subscribe. Another great way to support this channel is either join my brand new membership program, different levels, different tiers, different perks, or you can visit my brand new merch shop. Links down below and links to all of the alternative platforms, my Discord, my Rumble, my Minds.com, my Odyssey, and all the other links to all the other YouTube channels that I have is in links down below or in the community section. And if you like, you can super thanks. I also have a second travel vlog channel. I travel as a lifestyle. I live abroad. If you'd like to know where I am in the world, you can go to the description box below and also in the comment section. Hit the link, go subscribe to my travel vlog channel, and or follow me on my travel Instagram. My stories is usually what's most up to date. You guys have an amazing day. Bye.